Good morning, YouTube friends. Here I am back showing you in my place of work the Whirlpool washer. Once again, I will be loading it with a load of white towels that we use from our fair. So basically, I'm throwing in all the towels into the wash. As you can see, it's got the old-fashioned agitator. And here are the towels going in right now. And I am using actually OxyClean for this, and I'll see what detergent I have in here that I'm going to throw in. Now this machine cleans pretty good. It's still the old direct drive, and what I am doing is loading it once again with a load of towels. Now here you see I have the OxyClean detergent right here. OxyClean is great for stain removal on whites and for any stains that you have on any colored clothes. It doesn't even stain. So here I do a scoopful of OxyClean, which I'm getting right now. And if I could dig my hands in once at a time, here we go. Here's a scoop. I'm measuring out, pouring in OxyClean right here. Into the machine. And then what I'm going to do is get the detergent out, which I am using the Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean, which is a stain fighter odor blasters. I go between OxyClean, Arm & Hammer, and I really favor the Tide the most. I think the Tide is one of the best detergents. The high sudsing detergent now, the new machines you have to use, they say, the HE. These direct drives, I believe you can use any type of detergent in here. So usually I measure a cup, but what I'm doing is I'm pouring in. As you can see, I try to center around. Okay, and now what I am going to do is I'm going to show you the Cycle Select. Now here again, here's your old Whirlpool direct drive. Now once again, I can't just show it agitating, unfortunately, but I am going to show you what I use. Here is a medium. I have it on medium, and I am going to show you here it's set for warm. Well, I'm changing it actually for whites. I do hot. Now this is hot and cold, but what I do is when the machine is finished and it's agitating, I switch it back up to the warm because I want a warm rinse. I don't want a cold rinse. I usually use warm rinse for whites. Now here in the Cycle Selector, I have Casual Permanent Press. As you can see, it's got the Extra Delicate, which is slow agitation, and hand washables, which agitates, stops, pauses, agitates, and it spins, rinses, and spins. And then now, what I'm going to show you is I am going to go on not heavy duty, but I will do a regular setting on this, okay? Actually, these towels are pretty well stained, so maybe I will do this, set it on regular, heavy, on a heavy end, okay? And it agitates on high speed. Now this is the old direct drives, which clicks. That's how I pronounce it, click. So my detergent is in, OxyClean is in. Now as you can see, the water is filling in, and at least I can leave the lid open on these machines to see how much water I gauge and how much suds is in there. Then what I'm going to do is show you the type of bleach I will be using. So I have to get the bleach out in a second. Now the water is filling in the machine, and I'm also going to use fabric soft, which I use is the Downy. Okay, Downy Soft, I believe in this, and I throw it right into the, which I already did, I put it into the softener dispenser. Now I'm getting the bleach. So I am using, at this point, I usually use Clorox, but I'm not home, so I use this Pure Bright, which is over here, and it says kills COVID-19 burst, and it's ultra bleach, which I will put and I measure usually into the bleach dispenser. see I'm pouring it into the bleach, which automatically dispenses. And I have to clean this out. Automatically dispenses into the wash cycle during the agitation. Now I'm going to put more in, just a little bit, because these towels are really heavily soiled, and the bleach went into the machine. So now I'm waiting for this to fill up so I then can see how much is in there while it agitates. Now this is a pretty good sturdy machine. As you can see, the tub doesn't wobble. It's a sturdy porcelain tub, and it's like the old-fashioned type of tub, really, where it stays in one spot. Doesn't knock, doesn't bang. So here you see the water is going in, and it's hot water. And hot water kills the germs. And the noise in the background too, you hear the click as the dryer going. And I would like to dedicate this video to my good friend that's out there, Chris Zupa. Chris, this one is for you. I promised you a shout out, and here it goes. I tend to go to the laundromat next, and I will show you the type of machines that I use over there. And they're pretty good, sturdy machines at the laundromat. Either between Speed Queen or Hughesbach. And I like the front loaders too, because I can see how much suds is going as the machine washes, as the clothes go around. And at some point I'll show you my other washing machine at my house, another video there on the next set of clothes that I wash. Now this takes quite a while to fill up. So I'm just waiting for it to fill up. I have it at a medium setting, so it should take too much longer. These machines are like the old direct dries because they clean pretty good. The agitator is pretty strong. And of course the softener gets dispensed in, and then it really doesn't stain. Now this machine, when it spins after the first wash, doesn't have a deep spray rinse. But what it does is it will go fill up to the rinse after the first spin. And after it rinses, the second spin, the last spin, the water does spray in, and it sprays in all the softener and detergent out. The old machines used to have a spray before the first rinse. Like the Sears Kenmores, they used to do it, the old Whirlpools. This machine, no. I don't know why they stopped that when they made the direct dries, why they took that away, that feature. This machine on permanent press does agitate on high speed, and it then goes to a slow speed agitation, and then it drains partially and pauses and fills up with cold water and agitates again on slow speed before the first spin on permanent press, well, casual on this machine. But this machine on normal cycle agitates on high speed, and then it switches to a low agitation before the first spin. Now this should be filled up almost in a few minutes, and the machine will start agitating. This is hot water, and I believe using hot water in whites because it kills all the germs. Even the dryer actually does with the heat. It should be going in a few seconds. And as you can see once again how these towels are positioned all around. So they go down in the water as this machine agitates. Actually, this machine does more water than my Whirlpool at home. It fills up better than the newer Whirlpools, as I showed you last week how much water goes into that machine for a full load. This machine, the water comes all the way up to the top for a full load. And as you can see on this Whirlpool, it has all the features here, and these machines tell you actually how much for best stains, how much soap, what water to use, what selection. For each stain on the clothes gives you a guide right here on the lid. And this is very helpful to those that have heavily soiled clothes. It tells you all the warm wash, hot temperatures, rinse temperatures, whatever it is that you can use. And this machine even tells you, on this Whirlpool washer, tells you that it has a porcelain stained steel wash basket. Nothing plastic, all stained, and a stainless wash basket. Okay, so the water has stopped, the machine's ready to start agitating. This is the old Whirlpool. This machine was made, I believe, before 90. If anyone knows the year, before 2000 maybe. 98. I had a direct drive in my old house, which was, I'd say, made in the late 80s, early 90s. My old Whirlpool in my house that I used to live in, we bought was a belt drive transmission back in 83. Those were decade 80 machines. Those were good machines. And I know I've seen Pat or someone use them out there on YouTube. Okay, as you hear the washers going, and I'm going to fill it, and you see the front, the top agitator goes around, while the back fins go back and forth at the bottom, which circulates the clothes better. Now look at how much suds is in here between the soap, the OxiClean, and the bleach. For best results with OxiClean on whites and bleach, my suggestion, I usually let them soak in the machine for about an hour to a half hour, and then start the machine. But being I'm in a hurry today, I'm not going to do that. I will just put it right through the wash cycle. So as you can see here, the agitator goes around at the top, the softener is in here, and I close the machine. The machine, of course, as you know, starts agitating. Okay, so this is how this Whirlpool works, and I wish they had all these machines made out there for all of us to use in our homes instead of these new garbage machines that are out there. So thank you, my YouTube friends, and Chris, I hope you see this video, but I will show one in the laundromat, dedicate that one to you. And to all of you out there, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope for all to enjoy this channel. Thank you very much. Have a good Saturday. Bye, y'all.